Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Tech&R, Generate Leads Like a Fanatic with your mobile business card, the pro's guide to the why, what, how, and wow. I'm Susan Harrison, Senior Vice President with Exit Realty, and I'll be moderating this session. If you have questions throughout the presentation, please type them into the question box on your GoToWebinar pane, and we'll get back to you. You're in listen-only mode, and today's Tech&R is being recorded. With all the visual noise these days, it's so important to capture the eyes of your consumer. On today's Tech&R, it's all about using your mobile business card to do just that. And we're excited to start off this year's Tech&R series with Exit's powerhouse, Vice President of Technology Engagement, Annette Anthony. Annette?
Thank you so much, Susan, and welcome everyone to today's Tech&R. You know what? It's true. It's all we hear today about all the different technologies and what people should be paying attention to. It's enticing for agents, right? Because all they hear and see is, hey, looky here, right? Keeping them from what they should be doing, which is to stay focused and use what works while staying on the bleeding edge of technology. Now, when we premiered the Exit mobile business card for our agents, right out of the gate, our associates enthusiastically generated over 80,000 leads for themselves. Now, did you hear that? I said generated leads for themselves. You know, Exit doesn't charge a fee for business that associates generate for themselves using the tools provided to them. Rather, what we do is we create technology for the associates to use to accelerate relationship building with their contacts. Now, we're going to break it down. We're going to talk about the why, the what, the how, and most definitely we're going to talk about the wow. But first, let's talk about the why. Has this ever happened to you? You're at a networking event, successful people all over the place. Maybe you're sporting a really great suit or your hair's on point and you're making your way around the room. And the contact that you've been wanting to meet up with in person is there. So you connect. You're mutually excited to do business with one another. And then they spring this question on you. They say, hey, do you have a card? And as they're reaching for theirs, they happen to have one. But you, not so much, right? But wait. Now listen, I get it. There are so many really good excuses that we come up with, right? Like, dang it, I switched purses at the last minute and I forgot to put my business card holder in it, or I switched my jacket and I forgot to put extra cards in my inner pocket, or how about this one? Oh, I just gave out my last card. You guys have heard it, right? These are all situations that we've experienced at least once in our lives, right? Some of you, maybe this happens more often than you'd like to admit. Now, I'm going to tell you a few things that happen when you don't have something as simple as a business card. Number one, it shows that you're unprepared. You're at a networking event. I should say that louder, but you're at a networking event and you're expected to meet people and you're expected to share information. Exchanging cards is such a basic act that if we can't do that, what does that say about us, right? Number two, validating that you are who you say you are. That is the absolute key to building trust. Without it, it's just going to take longer for them to build trust with us. And then you have perception. Number three, when it comes to sharing referrals, they actually may think twice about sharing referrals with you, because being ready for anything that comes your way is absolutely paramount. And if you're coming up short, well, forget it. They're going to pass you up. Number four, do you think they'll be disappointed if they ask for a card and you don't have one? Absolutely. And then number five, right? If you can't rightfully market yourself, if you don't have a business card, how are you going to market your information, right? Are you going to write your information on their card? No, you're not. Now, we know this is painful, right? It's painful for them too because it's awkward. So stop making people feel awkward. Now, let's talk a little bit more. We're going to continue with another reason why a mobile business card is essential in business is because let's say you happen to have one, okay? Ask yourself, what do you want people to do with your business card? First of all, you absolutely want them to call you, right? Second, you want to be certain that, you want them to communicate with you by text. And then you also, for sure, want them to refer you someone they know who has questions about real estate. Or maybe they know someone thinking about getting into real estate. You also want to make sure that they access your listing inventory, right? And of course, you want to drive traffic to your website. And here's the most important of all holy things that you want them to do with your business card. And that is, you want them to enter all of your information into the contact section of their phone. Now, I know that there's apps that you can use that you can scan the content into a digital format. I've used those in the past. It's a good start, but not always is the information accurate because of the glare on the card. The font might be hard to scan, and you might have to re-enter the information anyway. So it's good, but there's certainly room for improvement when you see those types of apps. And then one more thing, when you do have a card, here's a big one, make sure that it's in mint condition. Just like you want everything that represents you to be top-notch, especially something, that you're giving them to keep. I have seen, and I know you have too, some tattered cards that simply were just begging to be tossed out and put out of their misery. I have literally told people, I am so glad that you're giving me this card, because it's a better excuse to tell them why you don't have one than it is to give them a really crummy one, especially to a potential prospect. Now, here's another reason why a mobile card is essential, because your contact will have less piles of business cards occupying space in their desk. Who loves to collect cards and just jam them full in their drawer? Said no one ever, right? I would suspect that you have, collected cards and you've got piles everywhere. So what you really need to do with them is to take the data, add the contacts, put them into the contacts of your phone. You also want to import them into a CRM, a client relationship manager. But then it's on you. You got to make sure to stay connected so that you can make meeting them lasting. Now, we're going to talk about other things that you can do where you can use your cards, like your physical cards, in just a little bit. So hang tight. Now, our team saw a glaring need that they knew would absolutely help our agents connect in a way that will help them accelerate relationship building. Now, there were two things that were absolute non-negotiables, and that is, this technology has to be so easy to use that our people won't have a barrier to entry, meaning everyone can use it daily without having to figure it out. And two, it has to function flawlessly. Just like handing someone a card, you need to be able to make it intuitive for the person on the receiving end as well. So that's what they did. That's what our team did. And I got to tell you, every time I share my mobile business card with someone, they love it. I have yet to share my card with someone and they're like, meh, totally not impressed, okay? That's never happened. Even tech giants, they love it, and they marvel at us for providing this to our agents at no additional cost. Our why is that we believe providing smart tools for every agent helps them be more productive, and it will help them close more transactions hands down. So what the heck is a mobile business card, right? What I want to do right now is I want to demo for you. I want to walk through the process of how to check out my mobile business card, because I also want you to follow along. But I want you to imagine, I'm going to display my vanity code for my mobile business card. I want you to imagine you're the consumer and you're seeing this message for the first time. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go into the internet here, and I'm going to show you my screen. All right, so here's my phone. I've got it locked. So we're going to hop in, and I'm going to demonstrate how to check out my mobile business card. So here's my home screen of my phone. You're going to see that I'm going to compose a brand new text message. So I'm going to open up my text messaging app. And when I do, I'm going to click on Start Chat. So I'm going to start a new text message. So just like what you saw on the screen, text engage, to 85377. So the number that you're going to text to is 85377. So let's do this together. 85377. And then in the body of the message, I'm going to type the phrase engage, E-N-G-A-G-E, and then hit send. You're going to do the same thing. Now, when it's your mobile business card, you'll always get a text alert that lets you know who's checking out your mobile business card, which is genius, okay? On the receiving end, when you get my mobile business card, check out my message. You get a message, and it includes the link. We're going to talk about that here in just a second. But I'm going to click on the link, and it's going to take us right into the good stuff. Here's my mobile business card. So way better than handing a card, you're giving people, remember this, an experience. So they get to check out my mobile business card. And a couple things I want to touch on here that are really important for your prospects and a few other special people that we're going to talk about in a little bit. First of all, if you want your contacts who have Androids to download your card to the home screen of their phone, see those three little dots on the upper right-hand corner for Android users? They click on that. And when they do, they get a list of commands, just like you see here, one of which is add to home screen. I know. They click on add to home screen, so easy. And when they do, they can add you to the home screen of their phone. Now, why would they do that? Well, they would, because then they're right there on the home screen of your phone. Same to be true for iPhone users. When you just swipe down on your screen, on the very bottom, I'm going to expand mine, on the very bottom next to your home button, a little box with an arrow pointing up is going to appear. That's your share button. When you click on the share button, you're just going to swipe across from right to left, and then you'll also see add to home screen. It's just so good. So people can access your information. They can go right on their home screen of their phone, click on your icon, and go right to your mobile business card. There's also, see that black down card button? That's gold right there. We just talked about that. You want them to download all your contact information into the contacts of their phone. We'll talk a little bit more about that in just a second. But that's how you access my mobile business card. And isn't that awesome? So great. So I love it. Now let's get back in and finish our conversation. So it's awesome. It's simple. Now, as you can imagine, my phone is blowing up because I'm getting all kinds of lead notifications that people are checking out my mobile business card. So let me just clarify again. When people text your vanity code to our universal number, which is 85377, the system is smart enough to send you the mobile number of the person looking at your mobile business card right now. That, my friends, is a free lead for you. Additionally, that contact is going to be placed in the dashboard in the lead section for you in the resource center. I'll show you in a minute. Now, I typically will call the person, and they're always surprised that I called. They'll say, hey, I was just looking at your card, and I'm, of course, like, I know, that's cool. I always remind them to download my card by clicking on that black button, okay? Now I'm in their database among all the people that they engage with. You know what? I consider that like a special circle of trust, and I'm in, baby. I love it. So your question might be, so how do our associates get access to the mobile business card? Well, first and foremost, when they say yes to exit, we provide them this amazing tool as a member benefit. Next is they get access to the resource center where they can go into the mobile business card dashboard and start creating. The third process is they need to decide what their vanity code is going to be. And that's anywhere between 3 and 20 characters. And sometimes that's hard, right? But I got to tell you, our agents love the ability to create their own vanity code. And if they get stumped and they need some creative help, yeah, we do that too, okay? And then the next thing we do is once they create their vanity code, then it's done. They're immediately able to start using their mobile business card, and we encourage them to market all over the place. Now, I'm going to share with you how easy it is to set up, and I'm also going to share with you ideas to consider that pros like me see as an opportunity that you may have missed. So I'm going to log into the Resource Center, and I'm going to show you. And I hope you're having as good of fun as I am while I do this. Okay, so we're into the Resource Center. And here's where I want to take you. Where we're going to go is on the upper leftish corner. It's called the Expert Marketing Suite. When you go into the Expert Marketing Suite, you're going to see our dashboard. A couple things I want you to pay attention to. First of all, you can go ahead and click on Mobile Business Card, which we will in just a second. But a couple things I want you to see. First of all, your leads, you're going to see a whole list of leads. I generate leads like an animal because I'm always using my mobile business card, and you're going to learn to do the same as well. So keep an eye on the leads. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to click on Mobile Business Card. And this is essential because this is a great way for you to just remember a couple things that I've noticed that will really be helpful for you. Number one, you may have thought of a code once upon a time ago and thought, you know what, that's pretty good. But maybe you're growing out of that specific code. Maybe the vanity code kind of has lost its luster and it doesn't really connect you with your business, right? Or maybe it's your mantra or your call to action or your, what your branding is. So you can go in and change it. So what you chose before, you can change it as long as it's anywhere between 3 and 20 characters and that it's not already taken by somebody else. Okay, so you can go in and change it. And I would encourage you to do that. If you don't love it, get in here and change it, because if you do love it, I can assure you, you're going to definitely be marketing it more often. Okay, a couple other things that I want you to pay attention to is your auto reply settings. Okay, when you remember, and I know a lot of you have this, when you initially set up your mobile business card, it was really important that you create a custom text response so that when people do text your vanity code to 85377, they get 2 things, right? 1, thank you for connecting, and then 2, a call to action of what you want them to do. So just like it said there in the example, thanks for requesting my business card. Please view it using the link below. Signed, Fred. Now that was great once upon a time ago, but here's what I've seen of our agents use that is just genius. What they're doing is they're making sure that the messaging resonates with their personality. So I thought, that's pretty smart. So you can update your message. This is what I did. My message says, hey, we're connected. Pretty cool way to network, right? Now click download card, and I signed Annette. I know, I'll say it again. Hey, we're connected. Pretty cool way to network, right? Now click download card. Perfect. Because first of all, it sounds like me. My personality is like that. So take this opportunity to go in and edit your reply message so that they feel as though you yourself are engaging. But in reality, it's the technology that's doing it for you. Another thing I want you to think about is maybe it's time to update your About Me section. This is also really important that you remember this is a mobile experience. So there is no room for a huge bio. Okay, you need to think about a burp version, just a few sentences of what you can leverage in your conversation about who you are, but make it brief enough because they're going to be viewing it on mobile. You want to also make sure that your website is connected, and franchise support can help you with that. And then if you want to show your listings, click on show and it'll show your listings too. If you've made any changes, you want to make sure that you click on save message and settings, and you're in. So cool. All right, we're going to go back into the PowerPoint presentation. You guys are doing great. Now let's talk a little bit about, first of all, I want to make sure that you have ways that you can generate like a Fanatic, okay? I want to give you simple ideas so that you can really generate lots of leads and deliver the wow factor, okay, by finding ways to give people, your mobile business card, to give them an experience. And I've got 10 ways for you. Number 1, your social profiles, all of them. Update them by adding, your vanity code and the number to text you is really important because people do check. They do go to your social profiles, so you want to make sure that you update them all by adding it, because you're giving them another means for people to connect with you, and that's a really good thing. Number 2, anything that touches your brand, add it. Now, I've seen custom computer covers with their mobile business card information. I've seen the back of their phones with a custom phone case. I've seen flyers, postcards, websites, your monthly newsletter. Those are all great places. Anything that touches your brand, you want to make sure that it includes your mobile business card vanity code, and the vanity name and the code to text to. Next thing you want to do is your business cards. Now, if you're one of those lucky ones who happens to always have business cards on them, pull one out. I want you to take a look at it. Take a look at it for a moment, both sides, and see if possibly there's room to add your vanity code and the number to text to on your next business card order. All right? If there's somewhere on your card that it makes sense to add the vanity code and the number to text to for you, do it, because that's another great way for people to connect with you. Number 4, this is a big one, okay, your voicemail. I would say that, this is an amazing tip because people do still call you, so update your voicemail. Maybe it's been a while since you updated your voicemail. I would say just add a really short sentence at the end of your short voicemail that says, oh, by the way, check out my mobile business card, text, and then say your vanity code to 85377. Okay. I've always had people leave me voicemails saying that was really cool. How do I get one of those? All right. Number 5, your spouse. Big. My husband knows how to share my mobile business card with everybody. Okay. If you don't have a spouse, if you have a partner, significant other, make sure that they know. Okay. Put it in your notes, a big heart, that you take the time to demonstrate with your partner or significant other how to access your mobile business card. They will love it. Your adult children. My daughter's 25 years old. I had a conversation with her and I talked to her about exit. And I said, I want to make sure that you know how to use my mobile business card. She has it saved to the home screen of her phone and has since then referred me to 2 people who are thinking about getting into the real estate business. Okay. The other is my brother-in-law, super not tech savvy at all, but you can bet my mobile business card is on the home screen of his iPhone. So, and I practice with them. I'm like, hey, Jim, so if someone's thinking about getting into real estate or any conversation about real estate, what do you do? And I have him go to his phone. He clicks on, he unlocks it. He clicks on my icon and there's my mobile business card. So that's a great thing. Share it with people. And how about this? Make it the excuse this month for you to engage with the contacts in your database. Pick up the phone, call everybody and say, hey, I just want to check in with you. I've got a great way to connect. It's my mobile business card. We'll talk about the app in a minute too, but your mobile business card, share it with them. Number 6, business partners. I can assure you that they have tons of business cards, right? However, you got to think about how will you ever stand out among the stack of cards? You want to share your mobile business card with your business partners because they always run into agents who, you know what, they're looking for more. They're looking for better ways. They're looking for solutions. And this is a great way for you to point them to. Share your mobile business card. Number 7, ads. If you're running ads on print, make sure that you include your vanity code and the number to text to. If you're running ads on social, include your vanity code and the number to text to. I'd love to see pay-per-click ads when people have their vanity codes for them to text to. That's perfect. There's nothing to click on. Consumers know what to do. They have their mobile phone in hand and they do it. So smart. So use it in your ads. Now, this is a bold statement. Okay, I say video. If you want to generate leads like a fanatic, number 8, you got to do video, whether it's live or recorded. Listen, I will bet my ponytail that's attached to my head that you will generate leads when you do this on video. And here's why. Because people will clearly see, when you're demonstrating, there is absolute precision. They're going to follow what it is that you're doing when you give them simple instructions. They're watching you and they're doing along with you, which is incredible. So you will generate leads when you share it on video. Try it out. And then number 9, agents that you network in the industry. That's a great way for you to engage with each other. They would expect you to hand them a business card. They will be delighted and surprised when you share your mobile business card. Okay. Number 10, anytime you're asked. Anytime that you're asked in networking situations, is really important. I have heard it on podcasts when someone is being interviewed or on a conference call or in a presentation, always include your mobile business card information. Remember, I want you to think about this. Deliver an experience that sets you apart from others. Because why fit in when you were made to stand out, right? Now, we're going to go through I want you to look at this list, and I want you to ask yourself, how many of these are you doing? Or even better, how many of these are you going to do? I would love it. If you tag me on Facebook, you can find me, just write in at Annette Anthony. I would love to know, of these 10 things, what are you planning to do immediately? Can't say all of them, okay? Put some thought back into this. I want you to tell me, shoot me a post, tag me in a post of what you intend to do to share your mobile business card information. What would you do? So good. Now, let's talk about Wowza, because there's more, okay? I'm going to demo the Exit Realty Connect app, because if you liked what I've shown you so far, you're really going to love how you can share your mobile business card in general, how you can leverage the Exit Realty Connect app to share your information, because you can send it to a seller, you can send it to a buyer, an agent that you're talking with who may be a great fit for your office. It's not just sending the card though, it's adding value to your recipient as well. So let me demonstrate that for you now and show you how to shine. Let's take a look. I'm going to log into bear with me just a moment. I'm going to go into my app first, and I'm going to log in. Bear with me a moment. All right, I'm just going to put in my password. And we're in. Okay, so let's go to here we go. So we're sharing exactly what's on my screen here. And what I want to do is I want to walk you through on how to share your mobile business card using the Exit Realty Connect app, because it is game changer. So the first place you want to go is the Quick Lead demonstration. Okay, so Quick Lead is right here on the main page of the Exit Realty Connect app. Now, when you come in here, and remember, if you don't see the Quick Lead icon on the home screen of your phone, here's what I want you to remember, is that you may not have the latest version of the app. So maybe you haven't downloaded the most recent update. You can always also log out of the app and then log back in. That's corrected it. And of course, if you've done those two things and you still don't see the Quick Lead, just call our franchise support. They're amazing. They'll help you. But I'm going to demonstrate for you a few things. First of all, when you click on Quick Lead, there's a few different ways that you can send out your mobile business card. First of all, I'm going to demonstrate 3 of these. Okay, so potential seller. I'm going to click on potential seller. And a few things here. I'm going to type in the seller's name. And then I will also type in let's say I'm going to just do a phone number. Let's say I'm at I'm in line somewhere, I met this person. I'm going to put in my number. Check out what's happening. It is automatically putting in, it's merging my name, my first name, right into the message, okay? Now here's what I can also do, which is pretty awesome, is that at the bottom, you'll notice that I can include a link to the digital marketing strategy video, which it is a consumer-facing video, and it describes all the powerful tools you have to market yourself and the properties. Well, the properties, number one. And also, you can include a seller presentation. So you can put a check mark next to each of these. When you click on the presentation, it's going to ask you, it's going to show you, it's going to be a seller guide. You can select your office, and it's going to include your name. If you want to put in a message, like, I don't know, I'll just do something really short. See you soon. And I'll say Sharon. I'm logged in as her. I can change the backgrounds. There's so many beautiful choices. I'll just keep it where it's at. I have the key. It looks really good. I'm going to click on Add Presentation. All right. It all looks great. When I click on Add Presentation, I can click Continue. By clicking on Continue, it's going to say Almost Done, here's the best part. It opens up your native text messaging app, and it will send all that information right to me. So when I click on send, I'll receive it. Hi, Annette, interested in local market conditions, let's chat. What's great too, I've done this before, what's great too as well is if you needed to customize the message before you send it, like by including your title, or maybe you just wanted to add a little bit more information, you can do that before you actually send it, which is fantastic. Okay, let's also go back in and demonstrate how. Let me go back. I'm going to click on the exit button right up at the top. When you go to the exit button, we're going to click on quick lead, and we're going to do it again. We're going to do it for a potential buyer this time. So when we click on potential buyer, once again, you have the opportunity of typing in the person's name, first, last name, their email address, phone number. I'm always of the rule of put in as much information as you can so that you don't have to go back. Remember in the leads where you saw all the leads in the dashboard of the Resource Center, you don't have to go back and re-enter information that you missed. So do it well the first time. As you're sending it to a potential buyer, look, it still merges my name into the message, which is fantastic. I can also include a buyer presentation. So I can, again, put in a little message to the potential buyer and say, nice to chat, and then talk soon. Okay. In real time, you're seeing me do this. I can select the background. The one that's already chosen is great. I'll click on Add Presentation. Oops, select the office. See, it's foolproof. I love it. Click on Add Presentation, and then I can go ahead and I can continue. Oh, phone number is incorrect. See how good it is? Okay, so I'm going to put in 480. I'm going to put in my number. There we go. I had the 1 in front of it. Click Continue. So now that text is just about to go, and I can hit Send Text Message. It opens up my text messaging app, which is really important. It's down here at the bottom. I'm going to blow it up a little bit more. I can go in and I can change, anything. So even if I put a little comma there, because that will make Susan very happy if I put a comma right after hi. So I can change the text here if I wanted to. So it's really easy to do. And if I click send, now it's off to the races, and that's already gone. We're going to go back into the app. There's one more that I want to show you here. I'm going to click on the exit logo again. Now you're going to notice there's the little red dot, right, with the number 2. I'm going to click on that. That's your lead stream. It's actually showing you in real time the leads that you're generating. So great. Now, the final one that I'm going to show you on how you can send your mobile business card is Potential Recruit. There's a lot of agents out there who are thinking about, gosh, is there more? Like I have some challenges in my business that I need to solve, and I need culture, I need training, I just need some additional, support. So you can share your mobile business card, and they'll be really intrigued and want to learn more information. So again, by going to the home screen of your app, you'll go to Quick Lead, and then let's do it for a potential recruit. When you click on Potential Recruit, once again, you have the ability of putting in your name, and then you can include an email address. You can also make sure that you put in a phone number. All right. You can also determine what type of contact is this person. There's a drop-down menu that you can choose from. We're going to leave it at industry contact. Again, it merges my information automatically. It also enables me to include the 4-Minute Million video link, the About Me, and the exit residual calculator. So everything that's important to me, my mobile business card information, everything will be sent to these audiences. So when I click continue, in real time, it's saying almost done, your request has been saved, okay? And I can go ahead and hit send at the bottom. Now that message goes out. So this is just a really great way to stay connected with your audience. We're really proud of this opportunity so that you can stay connected, and more importantly, accelerate your relationship building with your audience. And it's so easy to send. Now, here's what I'd love to do. I'm so proud, of our tools that we provide our agents. It's simple, it's effective, and it solves our most important necessity, right? It is to help make an impact. We're the solution for that too. So Susan, I would suspect that we probably have some questions. Let's open up the line for them.
We do have some questions in that. First off, I just want to clarify. The message was showing up twice on your phone because you were pretending to be both the recipient and the sender, right?
That's right. Yeah. So it's going to send me an alert. So think about that, Susan. If you're marketing this anywhere, people see it and they text to it as they're looking at your mobile business card. You're receiving that text notification with the mobile number of that individual. Like I said, I love to just pick up the phone and call immediately, because they'll say, oh my gosh, that's great that I'm talking to you because I'm looking at your mobile business card. Well, I know that because I got the text alert that lets me know. But it also, Susan, not only does it send you a text notification with their mobile number, it also adds it to my leads inside the Resource Center, which is really important, and on the app, so that I'm never without being connected to those potential opportunities.
That is so, so cool.
Right?
So first up question, what was it you said about the Quick Leads button? I don't see it on my screen. How do I get it?
Right. Okay, so if you don't have that Quick Lead button on your screen of your mobile business card, chances are that you don't have the latest version of the app. We make a lot of enhancements behind the scenes, but it may be that you downloaded the previous your version of the app isn't updated. So just go to your app store. You'll see about updating your app. Go ahead and do that. Some of our people, though, what they've done is they've logged out of the app and then they've logged back in, and then poof, there it is. So
awesome.
Yeah, do a couple things. Log in and log out. Try that first. If that doesn't work, log out, uninstall, reinstall, and then log back in. I'm confident that you'll have it then. But if you still don't, franchise support is amazing. Call them. Or you could even chat, with them live, and they'll take care of it for you.
Excellent. So next up, is there a limit to the number of people I can send my mobile business card to?
You know what? There's not. And we encourage you to share this with as many people as possible. There is no limit. We never want to put a cap on what your opportunity is. So we always encourage you to share it with as many people as possible. And I always encourage the associates, if they haven't kept in touch with their database in some time, we're at the beginning of the year or any time of the year, if you're finding that you need to connect and you're kind of feeling guilty, well, this is a great excuse. Hey, I've got a great way to connect with you. I want you to check out my mobile business card, or even I want you to check out my app. All of our agents get an app. But it's a great way to stay connected. So we encourage you to share it with as many people as possible. There's never a limit.
I was just thinking it'd be really cool if our associates were making a presentation at their board or at their PTA or anything, and to say even to a crowd, just text and then enter your vanity code to 85377 to a crowd of people, right?
I've seen that, Susan, where you're absolutely right. I've seen that they have a presentation up, but they don't have their vanity code as their contact information, right? Like they just have a phone number or email. And, when you have something short like that, it's easier. People connect with that easier. And they've got their phone in hand. They might not have a pen and paper to write down their information, but they've got, their mobile device, and they get to see how cool that is. But yeah, your board, how long would it take you, Susan, to comb an audience and hand out your physical business card, right?
Right.
It would take you forever. And plus, you also want to remember all those things that you want them to do with that card, right? They're not going to take the time to add all your contact information into the contacts of their phone. That just takes minutes, and who's got time for that? But yeah, when you're presenting, always share your vanity code and the number to text to.
So while we're on that subject, that download button seemed like the magic button to me. It seemed like a really cool thing to do, to instruct folks to download the business card, right?
Yeah, so there's a difference, right? We talked about how you can save your mobile business card to the home screen of your phone. That's amazing. And I've done that with my daughter. I've done that with my brother-in-law. I want them to save that icon on the home screen of their phone so that it's easy, right? They could just click on it and then share my mobile business card with someone. There's also, when they click on that download card, Susan, listen, all of your contact information goes into the contact, into the database of their phone. Now, the beauty is the next time you text them or the next time you call them, I've seen so many agents, when they get a phone call coming in, they'll look at the phone and say, oh, I don't know, I don't recognize that number. I'm not going to get it, which I'm thinking, you're crazy. You're in real estate. It could be anybody who's looking for some help, right? But if they see that all of your information comes up, well, surely you're someone that I've connected with before, right? You're not just anyone. You're actually someone who belongs in my database. You're in I call it my circle of trust. Yeah, good.
Yeah, if I get a call and don't know who it is, I'm much less likely to answer right away, right?
Exactly.
For sure. Now, I know you've got some really good tips coming up for folks, and I want to make sure that we have enough time for that. So we'll wrap the questions up with just one more. You mentioned that we get notified that someone's looking at our mobile business card. How do we get notified exactly?
Yeah, so good question. In your dashboard of the Resource Center, you have the ability to decide, how do you want to get notified? Do you want a text message? Do you want an email? Or do you want a text and an email? Okay, so you have the ability to control how you want to be notified, but you won't ever miss an opportunity by, making sure that either one of those or both are indicated. So we always send you in. As you saw in the app, you'll see that you get a red little button that has it notes how many leads you're generating. So we always notify you.
Super cool. And that's going to see the rest of the questions that we didn't get to today, so don't worry about that. Hang in there for the rest of our pros tips.
Yeah, thank you. So Susan and everyone on the call, we've got I just want to leave you with this, 3 things to remember. First of all, you want to use these resources daily. You're running into people all the time in which you have a brief conversation, or maybe you just catch each other's attention and you're casually saying hello. Never miss an opportunity to say, you know what, I'm in real estate. If you ever know someone that I can help, let me know. You've got your phone in your hand. Share your mobile business card. Give it to them, share your mobile business card to that person immediately. It's nothing to say, what's your first name? Try to get the last name. Get their mobile number and just watch to see how excited they are when they see how cool your mobile business card is. We have so many opportunities daily for you to share your mobile business card. Whether you're having a text conversation, don't forget to say, hey, before I let you go, have I shared my mobile business card with you? And then put a question mark. They're going to respond and say, I don't know what you're talking about, or no, or yes. Okay? Take an opportunity to share it with them then. How about the people that you're emailing back and forth? Make sure that you, remind them, hey, have I shared with you my mobile business card, question mark, and then share it with them. Anybody that you talk to, any human that you're engaging with, make sure that you share your mobile business card daily. And then add it to everything. The second thing, add your vanity code and the number to text to everything. Make it available so that people see it constantly and that it's a reminder, that that's a way that they can connect with you that's very innovative. It's simple, it's easy. They don't have to look through all their business cards. They have it right there at their fingertips. So add it to everything. And then more importantly, when you get a notification that you've got a new lead, oh man, you got to follow up, like immediately if you can. Call them and say, hey, I just got the notification that you're checking out my mobile business card. What do you think? And they're going to say, wow, that's pretty awesome. How do I get that? They're going to love it. So follow up with everybody that you talk to. Make sure that you remind them, hey, click on that download card button so that they add you to their database of their phone. Follow up. Always ask, is there any questions that I can answer for you regarding real estate? Try an opportunity to get their email address, add them to your monthly newsletter. You should be generating leads every single day. And I would challenge you to continue to find ways to connect with people so that you can follow up. Lastly, I just want to say thank you for joining us for this very special Techinar, and look forward to more. And we'll stay in touch and market those events to you as well. Thank you, everyone. Be well and have a productive rest of your day.